What you're about to see is an episode of the Nerdiest Aftershow, which was our Patreon exclusive show back when we did that a couple years ago. And even though we don't have Patreon anymore, we still think the content is good and want to share it with you for free on YouTube. So I hope you enjoy. I'm going
Ready?
nowhere. Somebody help me. Okay, go before I start singing again.
Hello and welcome to the Nerdiest After Show October 2023 edition. Thank you so much for joining us today. I'm here with my co-host, as always, my ride or die, Mr. Nick Barrett, for this special edition of the Nerdiest After Show. Thank you so much if you're on a Patreon or a YouTube membership or a paid Spotify partner, whatever you're on. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm happy to be here. Mr. Nick Barrett, how are you doing today?
Well, I would be doing a lot better. Yeah, actually, I don't have a response to that.
I would be doing a lot better.
I just would be doing a lot better.
That's based.
Jackson kind of sprung the topic for today on me last minute, so I'm going through trying to put everything together.
He's doing some research
so if I'm a little
on the fly.
Distant, that's why. Yo, we used to have fish. Oh my god.
He's going through his mom's Facebook right now looking for pictures. Because our October 2023 issue of the Nerdiest After Show, it's time to talk about spooky and spooky season and spooey and how spooey it is. So thank you for being here.
Bluey?
Bluey. So,
sorry, it's actually orangey because that was the color.
So
thank you.
Anyway, my week was good. I won't dive too deep because I want to do it on the main show as well. But I went out into the mountains for fall break, and it was so much fun. And I am learning something, though, and I need your opinion on this, is everyone has a different definition of early. Let me explain. If someone tells me, they said this on fall break, said, we're going to get up early for a hike. And I was like, okay, cool. Like, let's just go to bed early. They're like, yeah, we're getting up early at 7. And I'm like, 7 is early? Like, when someone says I'm getting up early, I imagine 5 or 6. That's what I consider early. Because I get up for class every day at 6:30 or 7. And so, being the guy that's always up at that time, early for me is not 7 or 8. But I know people that are like, yeah, let's go early at 8. What's your opinion on this?
Okay. First of all, I hate this picture of me. Okay. Do you ever look back on old pictures and you're just like, that was disgusting. Why would I ever make that face? Like, no. So I went through, I don't know how well you can see it, but I went through this phase in, when was this? 2016? Where I was obsessed with doing this like side smile. And it looked awful.
Where like your upper lip is just like a little Elvis action, like.
Where it's like, here's like the problem with it is in my head, like from here, it seems great. But when you look at it in the picture, it looks terrible. But I did not accept any constructive criticism in that regard. Now, to answer your question, how early is too early? I look at the morning as like phases, if you will, where so midnight to like 3 is still night. That is night. That is not night. Morning. I don't care if it's past midnight. Like that's night.
That's morning.
4 a.m. to 6 a.m. is what like it sucks because we don't have the same breakdowns for time. Like, you know how you have noon and then you have afternoon, evening, night. We don't have that for the morning.
Right.
But like that 4 to 6 a.m. would be the afternoon of the morning. So I guess after midnight, after mid, after night, After night. Yes, that's perfect,
night,
actually.
Yes.
Because we just established night, after night.
Morning.
And then 7 to 9 is morning.
Yeah.
And then 10 to 12 is like mid-morning.
Mid-morning.
And then now we're into noon, afternoon, evening, night. So
okay, so what's
I don't
evening?
think evening is okay.
I think
so. This is where the time gets a little wonky.
I think 12 to 4 is afternoon. 4 to 7 is evening. 8 to whenever is night. That's my opinion.
I would disagree.
Okay.
I think afternoon is noon to 5, and then 5 to 7 is evening. Because you got to think evening to me is when like the sun starts going down. So evening changes depending on the time of the year. Like all of this shifts with the time of year.
Yeah.
Because like now we're getting closer to the end of the year and like time's about to shift again. So evening is getting bumped sooner.
Yeah.
Because night to me, night starts the second the sun is no longer visible and it's dark outside.
Yeah.
So that's like
so night is gonna start.
That's like 7:30,
like 6:30 soon.
Yeah, I get to small group at 6:30 and it's already dark out, and I'm like,
that's
I can't do this, guys.
That's when I remember that I have seasonal depression, because I I could get to work at noon, 1 o'clock, bright as hell, and then I leave at 5 and it's pitch black. And I'm like, what happened? It's ready for dinner. I'm going to eat dinner in the dark.
It got dark out.
I consider evening, and this is more of a personal thing. I stop working in the evening. Like after the afternoon. What? No, hear me out. No. Here's the thing. Work meaning I stop doing school or work in the evening. That's when I do personal work. That's when I shift to doing video, music, whatever. So by like 4 o'clock, if I'm still doing schoolwork, I'm pretty checked out. Like I'm not really paying attention. So that's usually when I'm like, okay, it's evening time. Let's shift to doing something fun. That's more of my clarification, because there's a point, and we were talking about this kind of earlier about video games, is like there's a point where you look at something or just work on something for so long, you're just not being productive anymore. And I think one of the most valuable skills you can learn just as a person is knowing when you're not getting anything done and shifting and saying, this is not working, let's take a break, and then coming back to it. That's my opinion. That's what I think. But that's a tangent.
I feel like you're wrong, but
you feel like I'm wrong?
It's whatever. Yeah.
Wrong
Stopping
on what?
Working after a certain time. Nah, you work till you go to bed, and then you go to bed and you get up and you go to work, and then you work until you go back to bed.
The American dream.
I don't know what you want me to tell you. Like, you get up, you eat, you shower, you go to work. You work all day, you go home, you eat again, you go back to work.
You go back to bed, you wake up and you go back to work.
And then you go back to bed, and then you get up and do it all over again the next day.
Life is so fun. This is the American dream.
I'm also a little biased because that's what I do every day. I work all day, and then I come home and I work on podcast stuff. So I just work all day.
It's been a long weekend. I'm working. I'm trying to have fun. It's time for a good time.
I don't know why I thought you were singing Cookout Run there.
It's 2 a.m. I want a chocolate milk. See, I don't know. When I say stop working, that usually means I take a break to eat dinner and then I go back to working. But I shift working. I stop working on schoolwork and I start working on personal work, which is stuff I'm passionate about. And it's actually fun. So.
Okay. Side tangent.
All right.
So do you remember the video we did 3 years ago together for the Glass Studios that was like the big Christmas special?
Yes.
And there was a shot of me hugging the Christmas tree.
Yes. I do remember that.
And that was like the best shot.
Yeah.
So 7 years prior, my mom posted this picture of me on Facebook.
Hugging the Christmas tree.
Christmas tree. So this is not a new thing.
You need to do a side by side. You hugging the Christmas tree, and then you do another one this year.
I'm thinking about getting a small Christmas tree for my office.
You should.
At work, but I'm gonna leave it up year round.
Okay.
I'm not gonna take it down. I'm gonna be that guy. Because one of my coworkers, he doesn't hate Christmas. He's just he doesn't like it because his birthday is 3 days before Christmas.
Oh, that's hard.
So and I'm like, no, I get it. That sucks, but also skill issue. Like,
but also
convince people to do half birthdays.
I feel like I don't know. I also grew up in like a gift giving family. Like my birthday is in early December, so it's like not near as close to Christmas, but it still bleeds a little bit. And my family has never been though like, oh, well, this is your joint Christmas and birthday gift. And so if your family does do that, like that sucks. But also like, I feel like it's not really that big of a deal. But that's just me. But
no.
I don't know, a little grinchy. I understand that. November 1st, our tree's going up. It's happening.
I also found this. This is from the Indiana Jones episode. When I said I was, when I hung off the ceiling that one time. This is the picture.
Oh, gosh. See.
Man, my mom's Facebook. What a treasure trove.
What a treasure trove. Next time you're here, we can just go through our mom's Facebooks and have a grand old time.
My mom's Facebook is wild.
Dude, I went and saw my mom the other day, and she was like, yeah, our fall decor is right behind the Christmas decor in the attic, and so I might cut my losses and just throw the Christmas decor up. But I went back like recently, and all the fall decor was up, and I was like, I'm really proud of you for keeping the fall decor up. She said, yeah, I already hate it. I don't want it here anymore.
That's how my mom is. She's like, if it was socially acceptable to already have Christmas decorations up, she would have done it a long time ago.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. If
it was socially acceptable to keep them up year round,
I feel like she would. But it's also like it's supposed to be a special thing, you know?
Okay. We're done with my mom's Facebook. I got everything I need.
The tree is different. Keeping up a tree in your office year round is different than, full decoration, because it is a season. Like, you got to make it special and fun. And November 1st, the stuff is going up. I don't care. I'm throwing it up. I've converted my friends into Christmas fiends. And
listen, I told my coworker who doesn't like Christmas that I made a promise to him that on November 1st, I will walk in with my Bluetooth speaker hooked to my waist playing All I Want for Christmas Is You. I will walk in doing that.
Last year, there's a really good video
and I fully intend on doing it.
There's a really good video of me last year on like November, or on like the last day of October, first day of November, like midnight hit. And I was just like blasting Christmas music, and I was just like dancing all around the room and driving everyone insane because I'm tacky like that. And I wholeheartedly intend to do it again this year because honestly, staying up late on Halloween goes crazy. It's so much fun, which also transitions.
It works when you don't have to be at work in the morning.
Exactly. Unfortunately, I have to be in class and work all day November 1st, but that's okay. More people to enjoy the first day of the Christmas season with. That's what I'm saying. Which transitions into our main topic for this episode very cleanly, which is Halloween. It is spooky season. It's spooky, October. When do Aftershows release? Now that I'm on that.
Last Wednesday of every month.
Okay, so this will come out right
on the 25th.
On the 25th, right before 26th. Spooky season. We're doing great. It's 25th.
What do you mean right before spooky season? We've been in spooky season since September 1st. Right before it ends.
That's what I was saying. I was like, if this comes out on the last day of the month,
make sure you end your sentences next time.
Maybe don't interrupt me so I can end my sentences.
I didn't interrupt you. You asked me a question. There's a difference.
All right. Well, this is me telling you, all right, break it down for me. What are some of your greatest Halloween costumes of all time?
All right.
And so just what was the Halloween experience in the Nick house?
So, you gotta. Okay, so this is gonna kind of get religious. Okay, not in a bad way.
Yeah.
But when I was younger, like really young, we used to do Halloween every year. Not because we were like pagan Christians or anything, but it's our view on Halloween has always like gotten substantially less as is because I guess that's like the Christian revolution now.
Right.
Is like maybe we shouldn't celebrate the pagan holiday that's all about demons and witchcraft and stuff. And I'm somewhere in the middle where I'm like, I think Halloween can be fun if you make it about just putting on a fun costume and going out in your neighborhood and getting candy. Like, if that's what it is to you, which that's what it is to my family at this point, I think that's fine. Just don't do any of like the weird demon stuff. Right. That's kind of weird. Anyway, so when I was younger, we used to do it a lot. I also could, still fit in kids' costumes. So I had a lot more freedom. One costume I did is I was Captain Rex from the Clone Wars. I had like the full
iconic.
Helmet,
That's awesome.
helmet and everything. It was kind of sick. A couple years before that, I was Buzz Lightyear, but that was pre-Facebook, so
that's a classic.
I couldn't find it.
Dude, I was also Buzz Lightyear one year.
That's
twins.
I was Buzz Lightyear, Captain Rex, and then the next after that would have been. I'm really trying to think. I'm trying to get the years in order here. I was Captain Jack Sparrow.
Oh yeah, I've seen that picture. We've used that.
I really
one before.
got that one in. We posted that one last year for the Pirates of the Caribbean episode.
Yeah.
That costume. Okay. I didn't love that costume because the pants were really thin. So it felt like I wasn't wearing pants. And as a kid, that made me wicked uncomfortable.
Yeah.
So, but it also wouldn't work if I didn't have the brown pants.
Right. You're like, oh, Jack Sparrow in jeans.
Jack Sparrow in jeans. I don't know if that really like sells it as well. The year after that, which... I included this in my 5 games video, which should be out by now, I think. Is I was Minecraft Steve.
Let's go
for Halloween one year, and this was everyone's like, dude, you were a Minecraft character. That's kind of like, dude, that's kind of cool. Like we got Minecraft costumes all the time. No, this was before Minecraft was widely known enough that it got Halloween costumes and ornaments and game consoles and action figures. Like it was still when Minecraft was niche.
This is what I consider before Minecraft went corporate. That's what I consider.
Which slight side tangent? Did you see everyone like banded together to boycott the mob vote, and then it ended up getting more votes than it's ever gotten in the history of the mob vote.
Yeah. And I was like, dude.
It achieved the opposite effect of what we wanted.
I don't know. I'm just sick of the Mojang doing like,
the bare minimum.
We have 3 we could put in, but we're only going to do 1. And it's like,
yeah.
What?
Someone was like, you should just be glad we're still getting free updates 12 years later. And I'm like, TBH. I'd rather get no more updates.
TBH.
Than get really bad and community dividing updates once a year.
Right.
Like,
because here no news is good news. That's what I'm saying. Like we don't.
Like, I don't know.
They're like, we added camels, and I'm like, why? They're like, I don't know. They're like, we added this
armadillos,
and we're like, okay, what do they do? Nothing. Okay. Anyway, 1.9 was the last good Minecraft update. Fight me. That's all I'm saying.
Number we're on.
Fight me. I think 1.9 is the best version of Minecraft because that's when the end updated and we got elytras. Anything after that was downhill.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
the
saying.
End.
It was the end.
I also think, Mojang, come on. You guys are just lazy at this point.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Notch and Jeb were working their butts off, making this fantastic game of Minecraft. And then Microsoft comes in and is like, we give you money, you give us Minecraft. Like, it's the trade offer, TikTok meme, trade offer. You give us Minecraft, I give you lots of money. You never touch it again. And then like Notch pieces out, Jeb gets hired, and now what does Jeb do? Run the mob vote?
Yeah,
like,
you know, it's just.
We could do a whole episode on Minecraft.
We could do a whole Minecraft episode. The Minecraft iceberg.
I was Minecraft Steve. That was cool because we bought, or not bought, but we like had a spare cardboard box and we put all of the different paper and stuff on it to make it look like him.
Yeah.
And then we like put packing tape over everything just in case it started raining, so it didn't like get the paper wet, which it did start raining. I also couldn't see jack squat in that helmet. Like, it had eye holes, but it was kind of like the Mandalorian helmet where the eye holes are so thin and it's so big on your head, it just keeps moving around.
Yeah.
So I could never really see out of the eye holes. So one of my friend's moms had to, like, hold my hand so I didn't die.
Oh, that's nice.
Which was great. It was, like, such a great costume, but then I got to a point where I was like, this is annoying.
Mm-hmm.
And I took it off.
You just take the hat off.
I was also, let me think. I was Clark Kent one year. As someone who had never seen Superman. I was a really attractive Clark Kent. Thank you very much.
Wow.
As you can see, it was literally just outfit with Superman shirt underneath.
That's like, I don't know. When you're in like late high school, like mid high school, you're like, what is the
Halloween
lowest
is
effort?
lame.
Yeah, Halloween's not cool. That's boring. And then like senior year, everyone's like, yeah, this is cool. Let's go trick or treat again.
Yeah, it's like that freshman, sophomore year. You're like,
Halloween's
cringe and disgusting.
For kids. Halloween's for children. And then junior, senior, you're like, I'm going to be a Pokemon. And it's like a whole thing.
That was a good costume. I won second place in a costume contest at the Chattanooga Zoo.
Wow.
Well, I know, really like big stage.
That's
there.
Crazy. Big stuff. That was
I
the
should
start
have won
of your
number
career.
one, but I don't even remember what the costume was. But it was a lot more low effort than mine, and it won. And I insisted that it was rigged.
Yeah.
So
my costume was lower effort. I should have won.
Stop the count.
Stop the count. I demand a recount.
So I was Clark Kent. The year after that, I was Batman. Now, when I say Batman
v Superman,
I mean, I had this is a whole thing. So, I got really into Batman in 2016. So we went out and bought like one of those, like, you know, in the action figure aisle where they have the half masks. That is like, it's just the front half, not the whole thing.
Yeah.
So it was
just,
that,
like, just covers your nose.
But it was Batman. And I kid you not, I made at least 50 Musical.lys, now TikTok, but when it was still Musical.ly, of just me in the Batman mask, just doing stuff. And I was Batman, but I wore like this navy green hoodie that had my homeschool co-op on it. And I was making them for fun. Like, I wasn't posting them or anything. So I decided, I want to be Batman for Halloween. And I wanted to go all in with this like gray hoodie, or like this, like a shirt or a hoodie like this that's all black, and pull up the hood and everything. And my mom was like, if you want to get shot, be my guest, go for it. I just don't think you should include the hood. And I was like, no, you're so right. So I did everything except for put the hood on. So when I say I was Batman, I mean I was dressed completely normally, but I put the Batman mask on my face.
Yeah. That's great.
After that, I didn't really do anything for a while.
Yeah.
I was Darth Vader one year, which had a lot more effort than Batman because I got dressed in all black from head to toe, and I had a cape and everything, and I had the thing on.
That's lit.
It was great. I love being Darth Vader. 3 years ago, 2020, I wore, like, you've seen my Sith tunic I got from Galaxy's Edge.
Yeah.
That's like the lore accurate. I wore that. I was just a generic Sith. I didn't do anything 2021 because I was in college. I didn't do anything, and then last year, I just put a hoodie on and I put my Mandalorian helmet on. And called it a day.
I do remember that. Yeah.
And this year, assuming everything gets here on time, I'm gonna be Satoru Gojo from Jujutsu Kaisen. The guy
Oh my
with the
gosh.
white hair,
Satoru Gojo
the eye mask
from Jujutsu Kaisen?
from Jujutsu Kaisen.
Are you kidding
I
me?
bought the stuff. I bought the stuff on the cosplay website, and it was like, yeah, it can totally be there by
cosplay website.
Don't laugh at me. I'm not buying it from Etsy. Listen, I ordered it from the cosplay website, right? And I got the eye mask for $18. It's a lot better than buying it on Etsy and getting it for $42. It's the exact same.
That's stupid.
It says it'll be here on time, but Halloween is also in a week and a half. So
that's cool.
I don't know about that one, Chief.
Dang, those are good. That's some hits.
What about you?
Think, oh gosh. So I remember one year this is one of my more low effort costumes. It was like middle school, and I decided I wanted to be a hippie. And so I had like these big jeans and like a tie-dye shirt, and I had this long wig that was super itchy, and I like ended up not wearing it for like most of the time. I did that. There was one, and there's a really good picture of me in it. I'll have to find it sometime. But it was me as the bomb bird from Angry Birds, which really like dated itself so quickly.
That's top tier.
And it was like, but the thing was, I was tiny, and so it was like a full like encompassing costume that was just like my face in the middle in this giant like bomb bird. It was so funny. I need to find the picture. So I was that.
That's hilarious.
I don't remember the timeline of this. I was Buzz Lightyear first of all. That was early childhood. And then there was Bombbird, and then Hippie. And then this is to this day my most iconic Halloween costume was like I was maybe 10 or so, and I decided that I, for Halloween, wanted to be a Facebook page. And so my mom made us this giant like foam, like essentially rectangle that I could wear around my neck. And we printed out like this huge Facebook page. And that was my costume was a Facebook page. And we made it in like Photoshop or something. It's like my picture, and it said as my job, and I remember this so clearly, that I was the president of Quaker Oats, the oat company. And that was my job. And it said that I was like a rock star or something, former rock star, current CEO of Quaker Oats. And it was like pictures of me it was like, and I was like, I'm going to demolish this costume contest. Like, this is freaking mine. And then I didn't even place. Like, I lost to some punk kid who was like Green Arrow or something stupid like that. And to make matters worse, my sister, who was a veterinarian as her costume, won like second place. And I was like, I'm a freaking Facebook page, and the Green Arrow wins.
Listen. Girls at Halloween will always be chosen over guys.
Oh, you're right.
Always.
Oh, you're right.
Because that's just how the system is. How you want to interpret that comment, go ahead.
Interpret it how you
probably
will.
know what I'm inferring. The system is rigged.
It is. Interpret that how you will. But you're right.
One year, I told my mom, my mom like made a joke. She's like, "You should be Usher, like the singer."
Like, Usher.
Yeah,
Usher.
So I told my grandparents this.
Oh God!
And I was like, "Hey," they were like, "What are you gonna be for Halloween?" Because we're like planning what we're gonna do, and I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna be Usher." And my granddad looks at me. He's like, "Oh, you're gonna be an usher? That's really cool. Like, what a great Christian costume." And I was like, "No, not an usher, like an usher at church. No, Usher, the singer,
Usher,
who's also biracial." And my grandparents were like, "What? No, be Batman." Who's never historically been black ever.
Dang.
Be him.
You were oppressed.
Yeah.
You're a victim.
One year, I really wanted, and I still do, wanted to be Link. And one of my friends, God bless him, looked me dead in the eyes and said, "You can't be Link. You're not white." And I just looked at him. I was like, "Okay."
Okay.
So his clapback was, "You could be Dark Link, though."
Oh.
And I was like, "Oh, bro, no, you can't.
That's a no.
You can't say that." Hard pass.
Yikes.
I've also reached that point in my life where it's like, if me not being accurate to the character's skin color is what's gonna dissuade you,
that's a you problem, you know?
That's a you problem. It's not a me. I am long past that. I am well aware that I do not match. But I was also taught that there's a lot more to identifying with a character aside from just their physical traits.
Booyah.
So
take that to the bank.
Maybe don't take everything at face value. That's all I'm saying.
That's cool. One year I went as Luigi.
Dude.
Which was kind of a W. But looking back at pictures, I think I wore my mustache upside down like the whole time.
When are you and me gonna do a Mario and Luigi costume?
Oh, when can we do Zenitsu and Tanjiro?
Dude,
that would go so hard.
See, here's the thing. I know I said, I think it was last year, on the podcast, or maybe not. Once, like, you and your girlfriend did Anna and Kristoff last year.
Anna and Kristoff.
And I want to do Flynn Rapunzel
when
I get a girlfriend one day.
Sad.
I hope.
That was. No, I'm sorry.
But what I think would be even better is I'm Mario, you're Luigi, and then your girlfriend is Daisy, my girlfriend
Amy
is
can
Peach.
be Daisy. Yo, you just need to find a blonde. That's all we need.
No, it's called a wig. I'm not doing blonde again. Please no.
I can't do a blonde again. Never again.
I can't go back to jail. I can't do that again.
Anyway.
I did it once. No.
Been there, done that. So
I think I'd like to go back to brunette.
I want to go home. So I was Luigi one year, and then we were out trick-or-treating because I used to live in this really great neighborhood for trick-or-treating. It was super safe. The only thing was that... What? Why is that funny? Why is that funny? What's funny about safety? What is it? Why is that funny?
It's just the way you said it. Yeah, I used to live in this neighborhood. It was super safe. Like,
you see,
it just felt, I don't want to say unnecessary, but like one of those things that was just assumed that it was safe.
See, I only say that now because we don't live there anymore, and now my family doesn't live in a great neighborhood for trick-or-treating. And so my siblings always have
I would argue you don't even live in a neighborhood.
No, but like...
I've been to your house.
Yeah. We live on like the edge of the neighborhood. And so it's like... But it's just not a great spot for trick-or-treating. So my younger siblings always have to go to like a friend's neighborhood or my grandparents' neighborhood or something. And that's just a different experience. Because when I was their age... we just open the front door and be like, we'll see you later. Like, we're going out trick-or-treating. Right. So we lived in a great neighborhood for trick-or-treating. And I was Luigi, and I ran into this other kid who was Mario. And it was like this incredible moment. And my mom was like, I have to take a picture of you guys. Kid I've never met. And that is, to this day, one of the meanest kids I've ever met in my life. He was like, I don't want to take a picture with you, and like left.
Good for him.
So
I
funny.
wouldn't want to take a picture with a random stranger
and I was like,
either.
You know what? That's based. I don't even remember if we ever got the picture. I don't know, but
I'll be honest. This is Halloween is so different now because before it used to be like, oh yeah, we're all these pop culture characters. Last year I went out trick or treating, like I didn't do anything. I was just kind of like out to walk around with everyone.
Yeah.
And we were like out on our golf cart, riding next to the sidewalk because my mom has reached that point where she's like, I'm not walking with you. We have a golf cart. I'll just roll next to you in the golf cart. We'll keep up while you do all the walking. And I'm like, dude, I get it.
Represent.
That's epic.
You know, I get that.
So last year, my sister was Shinobu from Demon Slayer, the butterfly Hashira.
Okay.
And there were so many other Demon Slayer, and even just anime in general, outfits of and they weren't even people my age. They were kids who were around my sister's age, who were all I saw a Rengoku, I saw a Mitsuri, I saw all these different I saw a couple Tanjiros, a couple Zenitsus. I was like, man, anime is normalized.
It's so different because
go.
When we were none of my friends would dress as those characters when I was that age. And so I feel like media as a whole has been so spread out by now that I don't know who half the people are on Halloween costumes anymore. And so I did that. I think one year, this was really good. One year I went as Jake from State Farm. That was a really good costume. That was early high school. The year after that, I was Star-Lord, which was a pretty peak costume. I still have the full Star-Lord helmet from that, and that's really lit. It lights up. The only thing was there was a foam on the inside that I think I had an allergic reaction to. And so I was like, Mom, this mask is it's not uncomfortable, but my eyes are so freaking itchy right now. And so
whoa,
that's not cool. But I still have it, and it's not near as bad now that it's a little older. But anyway, I did that, and then I don't really remember what I did in between. I was a hipster one year, which was lazy as heck. Which means you wear a beanie and a flannel, which is just what I wear anyway. So we did that, and then most recently I was Kristoff, because me and Amy did Kristoff and Anna.
Speaking of Kristoff and Anna, thank you for bringing that up.
Oh, is this the poll thing that you did?
Continue, keep going.
Oh gosh. All right. And then this year the plan is to be Buddy the Elf and Jovi. That's our next costume. One of these days, I'm gonna be Carl the intern from Phineas and Ferb. Mark my words. I think I was just made to play Carl.
Can I be Perry the Platypus?
I feel like Amy will want to be Perry the Platypus, but you can be Dr. Doofenshmirtz.
Dude, I am so down.
Perry
I will
the Platypus. Do it. So
a platypus.
It was also funny because
a plumber platypus. Perry the plumber
platypus.
Perry the Platypus. That's my
when we were Kristoff and Anna. My sister was going to do a costume with her fiance, but he ended up doing a Breaking Bad costume with his friend group. And so she was like, hey, can I be part of yours? So she was a reindeer and we were Kristoff and Anna, and she just kind of hung out with us, and it was really fun.
Are there no girl characters in Breaking Bad?
I was like, you could be Skylar White.
I don't know. I haven't seen Breaking Bad, so I don't know.
She's never seen it either. He wanted to be Saul Goodman, which he was a great Saul Goodman. So
that's so funny.
The Constitution says you have rights.
One day, I will do a couple's costume. Never did.
I think group costumes are fun. Last year, though, everyone was just Top Gun Maverick, and it was cringe. Everyone just did low effort Top Gun, and I was like, dude, I know this is the hottest movie right now, but this is low effort. Put a little more.
I can't wait to see how many Barbie costumes there are this year.
Oh, it's gonna be bad. It's gonna be
Barbie and Mario.
Barbie and Mario.
Those are the two.
That's why I'm being unconventional, and I'm gonna go Oppenheimer.
I'm gonna dress up as the atomic bomb.
I'm going to be.
If you touch me, I explode.
I'm going to be going as Florence Pugh from Oppenheimer for this Halloween.
I'm going to be going as the piano that Bowser plays Peaches on from the Super Mario Bros. Movie.
That's great. Hey, congratulations.
Oh. Speaking of movies.
Okay.
I'm going to put this out there in the after show. So we have this movie competition, right? And we're really going at it. We're in the home stretch.
We're in the home stretch. We're very
because
close.
Last episode I was at 87.
Yep.
and you were at like what 92, 93. Yeah. So this is, by the way, one of the only times Jackson has actually pulled ahead of me on movies.
Okay, I don't think that's true.
It is true.
I've been more ahead than you're leading on throughout this year.
No. I mean, yes, on episodes, I'm usually consistently ahead.
By like one.
But yeah, I'm still ahead.
Okay.
It's like saying, yeah, you won, but by like a hair. Okay, I still won. Like, I don't know.
All right, what's your point?
I guess.
What's your point?
My point is, we're at a very interesting junction.
Yeah.
Because we've both had a break, which means one of us could have crossed 100. One of us could be close to it. Who's to say? We don't really know yet. We have to wait until next week when we record our episode.
I can almost guarantee one of us will probably, one or both will probably
we'll be at 100 by next episode.
By the next episode.
I'm at that impasse where I'm like, I'm trying to decide if I want to just watch, like, because I'm so close to 100, but I'm trying to decide if I want my 100th movie to matter, to mean something, or if I just want to like hit it so that I'm done and I like cross the line and I'm like, okay, now that I'm at 100, I can chill out and go back to watching movies at a normal pace like a normal person.
What if we declared a truce and made the FNAF movie both of our 100th movie and see it together? That would be so tender.
Neither of us would win. That defeats the purpose.
That would
you
be
think
so
I'm going to watch
tender.
100 movies this year just so that you like I cannot win? Which, by the way, did we ever decide what the winner gets?
I don't think we ever decided.
Feel like we've gone a whole year and we still haven't
been like, oops. I thought it was more for the glory. But I guess like
I'm gonna add it to our list of
add
things
it to the
talk
list
about.
of things to talk about. See if we can get like a custom trophy or something.
Ooh.
Loser has to pay for the custom trophy for the other person.
I was gonna say we should like make it a generic trophy and have it be like a title you have to defend, but then like we only do this 100 movies every other year.
Yeah, so it's like a big deal.
Or if you really want to make the challenge difficult, you drop it to 50 and only movies released in that year can count towards your total. So you can't do like, oh yeah, I'm going to rewatch all 9 Star Wars movies.
It has to be no
I'm going to
rewatches.
rewatch all the Pixar movies.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you can watch those, but in order to count towards the challenge, you have to watch a movie from 2023 or that released in 2023, because a lot of anime movies come out the year before, but then they don't come out in the US till this year. So like that would still count. I don't know. I just know I'm not doing this again until at least 2025.
No,
like I can't do
take
this
a break. It was so fun, and I think it was a good learning experience, and it helped me. And we'll talk about this more on the next episode, absolutely, because we're probably going to hit 100. But it encouraged me to watch movies. And it made me watch movies that I didn't think I would like and ended up loving. And that's what's important.
I will say.
But I'm ready to take a break.
I did watch Chicken Little last week
for
the first time. Dude, that was one of the funniest movies
I've
ever seen.
That's what I'm saying. It was like, in my top.
It was unhinged.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it was like, I was watching it at work, and there were a couple of times where, because of the humor, I had to stop working and I had to pause the movie because I was laughing so hard. Like, there's one scene where Fish falls off of this tower he made in the gym, and he's like doing this whole like sad over elaborate death, and the duck is like, ugh, men, something, something, and it just gets blindsided by a Dodge.
Yeah.
And I had to stop the movie because it was so funny.
That's a good movie. I'm shocked you've never seen that.
I was like crying, laughing in my office. It was like, yes.
Well,
thank you. Please do more of this.
What I watched this week was a Goofy movie. I was like, this is my number one. I should rewatch it.
And I'm like, rewatching Peak?
Yeah. And I rewatched it, and I was like, my statement still stands. This is my number one. It's too good. It's too freaking good. I might watch Big Hero 6 tomorrow because I'll need a movie to like fall asleep to in the afternoon. So that's probably what I'll do.
My goal is to focus on crossing 100 so that I can be done.
Yeah.
And then I can start focusing like, okay, I need to watch Loki because we're doing a Loki episode next month. And they're like Spy Family season 2 started and I haven't started it yet. See, it's been 3 weeks and I haven't started it yet.
Dude, I started, I was like, all right, well, here's the thing. Last night, I don't know what happened. It was 8 o'clock. I think it was 8 o'clock. And I was like, I could go to bed right now. Like, I'm exhausted. And I was like, I don't want to just go to bed. And so I like hopped on some Fortnite and I was like, let me just play a couple games. And I was like, all right, that was fun, whatever. And I was like, okay, I need to start Loki. Let me just start Loki. And I was like, okay, this is really good. I'm really enjoying this. And then I woke up when the credits were on. And I don't know how much I missed. It had to have been 20 minutes. I was like,
most of the episode.
Cold. Like I remember feeling kind of tired and like checking how much longer was on the episode, and it said like 25 minutes. And I was like, okay, I think I could make it. And then I woke up and I was like, I don't remember any of that. But also, I'm going to be so freaking honest and say I think it was episode 6. I didn't say this on the episode, so this is an exclusive peek for the Aftershow audience. I think I fell asleep for like half of episode 6 of Ahsoka.
Did you go back and rewatch it?
No, I did not. I barely made it to watch for the whole episode. So it was like...
That's rough.
I fell asleep for like maybe 10, 15 minutes like in the middle. I mean, and then I woke up and I was like...
Episode 6 was boring though. Yeah, so that's fine.
That was my thing is I was like... If this was engaging, I wouldn't be falling asleep. But it was also like 1 a.m.
So we're getting close. If we haven't already gone over 45 minutes.
We're getting close to the end. Yeah.
So we can start wrapping up. But what I will say is this week I watched. So I ordered 2 Makoto Shinkai movies on Amazon last week because they had like their Prime Big Day deals and they were like 50% off. So I was like, oh, screw it. Okay, I'll get it. So I watched one of them. And I'll talk about this next week on our actual episode. I watched, what was it? 5 centimeters per second, it was only an hour long, but it was like a compilation of these 3 short films that he did that got compiled into a movie. And it was the 3 different points of this guy's life.
Interesting.
And it was very, very well put together. My Letterboxd review is, gosh, Makoto Shinkai's movies are just so beautiful. Like, his visuals always leave me massively impressed. I don't know what else to tell you. He's got
too good.
But the other one I got was The Place Promised in Our Early Days, which is his debut feature film. So this is the first feature film he ever did. I have never felt so bored in a movie in my entire life.
Oh, no.
And I was so sad because I love Makoto Shinkai to death, but that movie was so boring.
Oh, no.
And what sucks is, like, it had a really good premise of, like, Japan is divided. The North is owned by the U.S., and then the South is owned by the Union, which is never clear who the Union is. And then there's, like, this big tower, and he does this thing of, like, well, when you fall asleep and dream... your dreams are actually you seeing parallel universes, and then there was like this weird disturbance, and it's like, yeah, this is just the universe dreaming. So like there are parallel universes out there, but it's the universe is one big dream. Like it's this really cool concept that somehow was boring for an hour and a half.
Dang.
And I just like I didn't feel engaged until the last 15 minutes, and even then I was like, because I didn't have anything to scroll on Twitter. And it was so sad because I was like, I love you, Shinkai, but that was just not it. Dude. And you can definitely see, when you watch all of his movies, you can see he really likes to do shots that start in the sky and pan down, but
down.
keep that upward angle so you
Yeah.
can see some kind of thing streaking through the sky. He did it in both of these movies I watched. He's done it in Your Name. That was like the whole thing.
He's got a style.
And he did it in Weathering with You so many different times.
He's got a style.
Man loves the sky.
He's got a style. That's all I say.
I also got to the end of the first one, and he did the thing. So you remember the end of Your Name where they like walk past each other on the steps, and like we as the audience know that that's them, but they don't recognize. He did the exact same thing in 5 centimeters per second, where they walk across train tracks next to each other, and then the guy stops and the girl stops, and then the train goes by, and it's like they could have looked at each other, but then they didn't. And it was like very similar. I was like, he can't keep getting away with this.
He can't keep getting away with this. That's kind of hilarious.
Makoto Shinkai is still the GOAT. It's just his first movie was rough, which
that's always how it is.
Good,
though.
because that means he's grown and has not stayed stagnant.
Wes Anderson is the same way though. Like he's had some incredible movies, but if you go watch Bottle Rocket, you're like, this should have stayed a short film. Because it was originally a short film, and then they made it a feature film, and it was his first feature film. And I was like, this, it doesn't have a story. Like, this was obviously meant to be so much shorter, and they're just padding it with so much crap that doesn't need to be there. I fell asleep for some of it. Crazy.
It really feels like Shinkai wants to do a full sci-fi movie, but has never been given the time or budget to fully commit, because his first ever thing was Voices of a Distant Star, which I cannot find. There's no Blu-ray, there's no DVD, there's no digital, nothing. And I'm trying to watch all of them because I want to do a video that's like, I watched all the Makoto Shinkai movies. And I feel like it would be very disingenuous to not include that one.
Yeah.
Because that was his first short film, independently published. If you look at the credits on IMDb, he voiced a character, and what I would assume is the other two voiced characters were by his friends. Or people he knew.
Yeah.
So I really want to watch that one, but that one also has really thick sci-fi imagery. And like literally in the poster there's a giant robot in the background. And like the synopsis is very futuristic sci-fi, and then he goes to The Place Promised in Our Early Days, which also has like this dystopian sci-fi tone. So and then he never kind of touches on it again. Like he moves into the more supernatural, realistic, magical. But it seems like he really started out wanting to do a sci-fi movie. So I hope in the future he goes back and like just fully commits to. Could you imagine a movie as beautiful as Weathering with You, but it's a sci-fi movie? Oh my Lord!
Get out of here!
Movie of the year. Sorry, movie of the
so good.
Decade.
Be so good.
Movie of the century.
I still need to watch.
That's my Shinkai rant.
I still need to watch Suzume.
I'm waiting for the Blu-ray, man. I check Amazon at least once a week to see if there's a date. The Blu-ray dropped in Japan about a month ago.
We're going to Japan.
It should get brought over here soon. Trademark.
Dang.
Soon, TM.
All right. Well, unless you have anything else, I think it's time to wrap up.
I think this is the longest after show. You guys really got your $3 worth out of this one.
Dang. I get paid. We split it, so it's $1.50 an hour on this show.
Listen, if you subscribe to the after show, this pitch means nothing because you're already subscribed to it.
Right.
But right now, it's $1 per bonus episode, and that number's only going to go down.
It's only going down.
As we put more episodes out, it's going to be even. It's going to cost you even less. Per episode.
Yeah. So tell your friends to hop on the Nerdiest Max tier, or Nerdiest Plus, or a YouTube membership, or a Spotify membership, whatever you are listening. But thank you so much for listening to this episode of the Nerdiest After Show. You already know where to find us. We're on Instagram, we're on YouTube, we're on Patreon, we're everywhere, dog. So thank you so much for following us here. We really appreciate you guys. If you have any feedback or anything you'd like to hear on this show, we'd love to hear it, and we really appreciate it. So thank you so much once again. We'll see you in the next episode. Until next time, bye.